So in this short video I'm going to show you an amazing leveling trick, one of a very few leveling exploits which will allow you to level completely AFK. Yes, that's right, you heard me correctly. With this exploit you can level completely AFK. You don't have to play actively and you don't need to use any automation. Hello and welcome to Archvalder's Hacks with Archvalder and his amazing hacks. This is a time-limited event and can only be done during the Noble Garden Festival, which expires in less than 3 days. If you're watching this too late and you missed out, you might want to consider joining my Patreon, where we have an amazing one-click leveling exploit that isn't as time-sensitive as this one is. Now, for this Noble Garden exploit to work, you will need some kind of battle pet which eats other critters. I found the easiest one to acquire was the Toxic Wasteling pet, which cost me the princely sum of 99 silver off the auction house. Other pets which work are the Creepy Crate and the Sunblade Micro Defender. There are probably others. Now, Blizzard have truly outdone themselves during the Noble Garden Festival, creating unintended effects out of crazy mixed up code. You see all these bunnies in Goldshire. Every now and then, my Toxic Wasteling pet will jump on one of them. And even though the bunnies are green and friendly, this counts as a player kill and actually awards experience, as if the player had killed the bunny themselves. Note that the level of the battle pet doesn't matter. I'm using a level 1 here. It's irrelevant for the purposes of this exploit. Now, you don't need to do anything at all. The Toxic Wasteling pet will carry on munching bunnies for as long as you are logged in. The only problem is that you will eventually get logged out, and that obviously will cause you to stop gaining experience. So use the following macro. You can cut and paste this from the description below. That will stop you logging out and you can leave the program on indefinitely. You just cut and paste the macro into your chat box and enter it. Nothing will happen, but you will find you just don't get logged out. Now, this is not an especially fast way to level. At best, you will get the equivalent of 3 to 4 mob kills per minute, which is not that fast even with arrested experience. However, because you can do this completely AFK, you can just leave the thing running and do something else. So it takes almost zero effort. Basically, you just set it up and let it run. Now, this is very important. Notice that I'm in a highly populated area. I tried this in areas with fewer players and you just don't get enough bunnies spawning. The bunnies seem to multiply relative to the number of players that are around at the time. So choose the most active locations and realms to park your character. You may be able to park your character inside a rested experience area like the Goldshire Inn here, which will increase your overall experience gain slightly. Or it could be that you get better results placing your character in the center of the bunny spawn points. You'll have to test that for yourselves, as it varies relative to the number of players. It's highly sensitive to initial conditions. Now, you can level right the way up from 1 to 70 using this method. The bunnies scale up with you. Why am I showing this so late, near the end of the Noble Garden Festival? Because I assumed it would get fixed. So initially, I shared this only with my patrons. But it looks at this stage like Blizzard are not going to fix it at all. There's already a post on their bug report forums about it, which they've ignored, so I can't see any reason to keep this secret any longer. I do like sharing stuff for free whenever possible. I do understand a lot of people can't afford the Patreon. Now, Blizzard are very unlikely to issue bans for this one for the same reasons they haven't bothered to fix it, so enjoy it while you can. You haven't got long left.